Remember this when you do your interview. I don't want to look like I am going to a drag show. Okay? While you are currently doing your research and looking for what to do, watch a couple videos. You'll find things that even though you think you already know what you're supposed to be looking like, you might find things from other people's videos, from other people's experiences that are gonna help you. Hey guys, before we go ahead and get started, today we are going to be talking all things interview, from the makeup look to the hair look. If you're a guy, I'm sorry. I will insert the gentleman's look, but it's not going to be me wearing it. But for the ladies, stick around. Without further ado, I will like you to please join our crew by subscribing and liking this video. Liking the video. I am new to YouTube, so I'm still learning. I'm still working my way around things, and the more I realize, if you like the content, YouTube pushes it out to other people that are also searching for videos like this. So if you're in the process of wanting to become a flight attendant and I'm over here assisting you in that process, why not share? Why not do your part? Okay, to my gentlemen out there, this is the point you want to pause and then read those instructions they have over there. Those are the interview do's and don'ts. I would go with a black or a blue suit. I wouldn't go with the silver suit necessarily, and a conservative looking tie. I definitely wouldn't go with these outfits. Do not do that. I hope this helps you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. If you want to stick around, we do talk about multiple things in the interview, but we're mostly going to be talking about hair, makeup, and outfits for girls. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a lovely day. She was disowned at some point because she decided she wanted to be a flight attendant. They looked at that as, her wanting to be a servant. Hey guys, before we get started, I wanted to do the makeup tutorial for beginners and those who actually don't know how to do their makeup. I'm a girl who loves makeup, and I do have a makeup brand. I'll just give you that disclaimer. You don't have to get mine. You can get anything from the drugstore, but I'll just be using my products for this video. They're not all my products. I have my favorite drugstore brand in the foundation, but you might not, this is a bit oily, so you might not want to go for something oily, because for some of the airlines, it's an all-day event and you don't want to be oily while you're there and have your makeup coming down. So this might not be your best bet. But I do love this and I do use it. I do, however, have a backup plan. I have Juvia's Place. That's what I'm going to be using. It has less oil in it, so your face is not going to be looking oily. My favorite go-to is this one, but we're gonna go with this one for the sake of this video. And for those of you who don't know what to do with makeup, I've been doing makeup since I was like, I don't know, a toddler. My grandmother used to do my makeup, not me, by the way. So I've always been a makeup girl. I will try to help you, assist you in doing a really simple makeup. You do not have to do the full beat. You do not have to look like you're out of a drag show. You don't want to do that. That is just distracting. You do not want to look distracting. You want them to pay attention to what you're saying, even though you do want to look the part like the flight attendant, but the flight attendants don't look like a drag show. So you don't want to have too much makeup on. That's too distracting. So try to keep the makeup to a minimum. And I'm going to do a very simple look that you can follow. If you have your own routine, go ahead and do that. This is just for those who are new and don't know what to do, because I know there are some things that might be obvious to some of you guys, but not everybody is aware of, what to do when it comes to like makeup, beauty routines and stuff like that. So usually I will moisturize my face, which I've already done, and then if you have any type of foundation, primer, go ahead and prime your face, but I've already done that, so I didn't show you that process. And you don't have to have a primer. If you have like a really good lotion that dries well and it's non-sticky, you can also use that to prime your face before applying your foundation. So I'm just going ahead and applying my foundation right now. And you have to be careful if you're wearing white. You don't want makeup every way. You want to show that you have control over what you're wearing, okay? You just want your face to look alive, but you don't want to look like a drag queen. Nothing against drag queens, by the way. You're not going to perform. You're going to a job interview, so take it easy on the makeup, guys. All right, so I just did one swap, and look, it's already looking good. I don't need to do too much. I don't need to add too much to it. I just need to blend it in so that I don't look half. Like to blend a little bit in here. If you are going to be wearing white, do not do this. Do not put makeup on your neck because it is going to get on your shirt. I have been looking for what is going to prevent my makeup from getting on my uniform. If you have the secret, let me know. But if you are going to your interview, do not put makeup everywhere on your neck. And it's just, if you sweat, it's just gonna look just horrible. All right, so I just got my setting powder. This is something you can get at the drugstore. Like I said, if you have an oily foundation, you can put a powder to help calm that down. Okay, you don't want your under eyes to be baggy and sleepy looking. So. Okay, this trick I got from my grandmother, okay? So this leaves your face evenly blended and more natural. It gives you a more natural look. Next, we're going to do the eyes, and I am using, like I stated in the beginning of the video, I have a makeup brand called Vi Cosmetics. It's geared towards flight attendants and really anyone who's interested in makeup and beauty and enhancing your natural beauty. So it's called Vi Cosmetics, and this is our dark brown eyebrow pencil. That's what I'll be using to line my brows today. Okay, that was just a Vi Cosmetics brow pencil, and it's very easy and it helps shape your brow. Like if you're new and you don't know what you're doing, this is really easy, and it helps you, literally shapes your brow for you. Yep, it comes 2-in-1. Like I said, it's good for traveling. You don't have to get this to get your makeup done. But if you do want to, you can visit the website. It's 50% off. Usually I would do something, you know, fun, but because this is an interview look, I'm going to keep it conservative. So I'm just using like that right there. I'm not going to do lashes simply because I don't want to do my lashes right now. Plus, in my interview, I never did lashes. When I did my interview, I never ever did lashes. And the reason why I am so keen on wanting to help up and coming flight attendant is because when I did my interview, I met this lady who had been a flight attendant for one of these major airlines that are, I think, I don't know, Eastern or whatever. One of these major airlines that used to go internationally. I met her at the Atlanta airport because we both got the same interview day, and then usually with my airline, they'll give you a ticket and then you go to the airport. Before, they used to book your hotel. I don't know exactly. I can ask some of the newcomers, but that was 5 years ago. Things change. They'll book your hotel and give you a flight ticket to fly to Colorado for the interview. So I met this lady at the gate. I'm just putting this earring on because my hair looks wild right now, but this is not something that you need to be wearing to your interview at all. When I do the interview look, I will show you earrings that are acceptable and that you should wear it or think of wearing. You don't have to do anything I'm telling you in this video, obviously. But just for your research purposes, I will show you some options that you can wear to your interview. And I am just going to I'm gonna use the golden one there to just make it pop a little bit, just a teeny bit, not a lot. Okay, so I met this lady at my interview, and she had been a flight attendant before, like I said, with one of the major airlines that are no longer in business. So when she met me, she started telling me about her background, and then when she was talking, I heard her accent, and I was like, oh my God, you're from my country, like you're from where I'm from. And she's like, where are you from? And I told her, I said, I'm from Liberia. And then we connected on that. And she told me everything, like how she used to be a flight attendant before. Her family disowned her for wanting to be a flight attendant because back in the day, she was from a very wealthy family back in Liberia. She comes from a line of one of our presidents actually in the country. So she was disowned at some point because she decided she wanted to be a flight attendant. They looked at that as, you know, her wanting to be a servant and serving other people, and she was never going to get married and that kind of stuff. So they didn't have much knowledge on what it was. Actually, plus back in the day, it wasn't as it is now. Long story short, she was told, you know, if she wanted to be a flight attendant, she was on her own. So this lady was telling me all this stuff that she spoke German, she spoke French. She was very well-rounded. I mean, I was just like, I've never been a flight attendant before, and I met this lady and I'm just like, wow, that is amazing. And she was a wealth of knowledge, and I started to pick her brain. Mind you, if you are going to your interview, there's nothing wrong with asking. Even those people that are with you in the interview, they could be somebody that you can pick their brain. So we got on a flight and we told the flight attendants we were going for an interview and we were excited. And if they had any, you know, I was always fishing for answers. If they had any, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing this now that I'm talking to you guys. But you can see what it does, literally. Highlights the brows and just makes the ship so much better and natural looking. All right, so this lady and I got on the plane. We had some chat, and our hotel rooms were kind of adjacent, so we just kept in touch. And the next morning, she told me, the morning of the interview, hey, you know, I got ready and stuff like that. I had done all of my research and I got ready that morning, and she saw me and she's like, honey, come here. So I went into her room and she helped me with my ponytail. She was a flight attendant. She had my ponytails stuck in the back of my head, and I think I had some earrings on. She was like, no, you know, wear this. And she was just really, really helpful. And she told me, don't be nervous, it's gonna be okay, and everything like that. And she told me that you need something that is going to make you stand out from everybody else. And I was dressed, I remember I had a little scarf and I didn't know how to, you know, knot my scarf very well, and she tied it for me. Like I said, she helped me with my ponytail. She made it, you know, better. And just my overall look, like she kind of reviewed my look before I went there. Not that I didn't look okay, because I did, but she just kind of adjusted things. So I'm gonna go on and do my eyes right now, my liner. So this is the Vi Cosmetics eyeliner. So what I like to do is usually I like to create the line right there because it helps me. And this eyeliner is really good for beginners. If you don't know exactly what you're doing, this is going to be really good for you. See that right there? So you don't want to do too much. That right there is just right. See? Just right. So that is the eyeliner, and now I'm going to be using the Vi Cosmetics mascara. See, this one is really good. So the airlines will encourage you to put a little bit of mascara and a little bit of lipstick. You're not forced to do it. All right, so back to the lady. We went to the interview and she brought like recognition letters from like her old job, and she was just a really brilliant flight attendant at the time. And when we did our interviews, I ended up getting a job and she didn't. That broke my heart, and I just felt really bad. Like, I just felt like, oh my God. It was her and then another girl who mom used to be a flight attendant and her dad was a pilot. not for my airline, but for another airline. She was telling everybody how her mom was a flight attendant and her dad is a pilot, and how she was basically groomed for it, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't know. She ended up not being selected. And I was really shocked. I was like, oh my God, I almost felt like I didn't deserve being there, because I'm like, wow, like she didn't get it. And the lady who actually helped me, that's the one that actually really hurt my feelings. I was like, she was so nice and she would have made a great flight attendant, but obviously there are things that they look for. And sometimes if it's not your time, just know that that is okay. But please, please, please put your best foot forward. Like, I went in there not being super anxious. I was nervous, that's for sure. But I also knew that I had something that I could bring to the table. So even though I was nervous and through all of my nerves and stuff, I knew that I was good for the job. Okay, so now that we're done with the eyes, I am going to do a little bit more because I don't want it to look tacky. And under, as you can see, under eye kind of look darker. So I'm gonna be using powder right there to kind of dab it a little bit to reduce that mascara darkness under there. So it's not too much. Is it too much? Is this too much? Have you guys seen that TikTok?
There's this. Is it too much? What about this? Is this too much? This kind of feels like a lot. Is it too much?
Yeah, so that actually broke my heart, and the lady never got the job, but I ended up getting the job that day. And it was a long, long, stressful day. I felt so bad. But you know what? She just didn't get it. I don't know what happened, but she didn't. So for the lips, I'm going to be using Eyebrow Cosmetics Flight Attendant Landing Lips. So this is something that we say, flight attendants, when you're landing, you know, you go quickly, you hurry, and you do like your landing lips. So bam, when you land, and the passengers, sometimes the passengers are sleeping or they are minding their own businesses on the plane, you know, like just how when you welcome someone to your home, you like to be put together, your home is clean when you're saying bye, because that is the last impression they're gonna have of you. So we like to have our landing lips on, not always, but I always try to do it. But you might get on my plane and you might not see me with landing lips. So long story short, this is why this lipstick is called the Flight Attendant Landing Lips, because when we land, we like to be like, bam. All right, so I have a little bit of moisturizer on here. If you're new, put a little bit of moisturizer. What I'm using currently is the, you guessed it, Vi Cosmetics. So what I'm using is the Vi Cosmetics lip gloss. It's really buttery and it gives you that hydrated feeling on your lips. Just gonna go ahead and use this Flight Attendant Landing Lips. It's a red. If you have a bright red, now is your time to shine. Don't go crazy on the eyes, but you can go crazy on the lips, okay? I would recommend a liquid lipstick like this one. It doesn't have to be this one, like I said. I'll keep saying, because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's trying to sell a lipstick. No, this one is great because it lasts forever. You want to find something like this or this to carry you all day, because you don't want to be that one in the mirror constantly putting on your lipstick or going to the bathroom when you're in a town hall or you're in an interview and you have other people there. It takes forever for them to get through people, so you want to make sure that you have a lipstick that lasts. Okay, so I have a setting spray. You don't need to have one, but it just makes your makeup look finished and softer and more natural, so to have it all set. I got this at Ulta. It's called Stay Spray. It helps your makeup stay on too as well. Okay guys, What do you think? This is natural, this is easy, and this is simple. You do not need to do too much. And next step is going to be the hair. And I mean, you can go looking like this if you want to, but I will recommend you don't. And if you do decide to do eyelashes instead of mascara, try to make your eyelashes natural and reasonably looking and appealing to the natural eyes. Do not wear those eyelashes that are like that. Try to wear something like this small. Like, don't wear something that's like too long and too out there. Yeah, that's not going to go well. So try to keep your dress code and your makeup and your eyelashes looking realistic and natural looking. Because above it all, you are a safety professional, and if you can help it, bring your watch with your outfit. I didn't know this, and it wasn't held against me, obviously, but you are gonna get brownie points if you do have a watch, because flight attendants have to always have a watch. It's a required item for duty. So if you are getting dressed, get yourself a really nice conservative watch and make sure they see that you pay attention to the job. Okay, crew, in the next video, I will be doing a step-by-step on how to create the flight attendant interview hairdo. And if you would like to check that out, I will be putting that video out very soon. So if you want to join the community, we have a crew, I like to call it, because basically that's what you're applying to become. So I like to, in my little way, start to call you crew before you even get the job. And because I know that you are going to get it. You have to believe in yourself, okay? I believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. So now that we're looking for our looks and our outfits, that tells me that you have made it this far in the process and that you are going to the interview. So do not screw this up. So if you want us to grow, if you want more people to view this content, please go ahead and like the content. If you do like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to, okay? If you like it, please go ahead and like, because that helps. I did an experiment on one of my videos, and the more likes I got more people to see it, and that means I'm helping more people, because that's why I decided to create this channel, because I have people help me on my journey and I want to be able to help you guys. So please join the conversation down in the comments. If you have any questions, please, if it's not relating to the outfits, if you're a guy and you just have a question, please go ahead and ask. If you're a female and you understand the entire video, but you have questions about something else that's not relating to what you should be wearing, how you should do your hair, if you just have questions, or you're nervous and you just want some answers, or you just need somebody to chat with, go ahead and ask me your questions in the comments and I will be sure to respond to you. And also, please do not forget, please, to join the conversation and join the crew. That is subscribing and liking the content. If you do, if you don't, you don't have to. You know, I have a very lovely ride, and I want you on my crew, okay? I want you on my team. If you're here, you're not looking to become a flight attendant, you just saw the makeup and you clicked, please join the crew, okay? I travel, I have a makeup brand, and we can discuss that and more. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and again, if you have any questions, please go ahead and leave them down in the comments. And I hope you have a wonderful interview. See you in the skies.